So in today's video, we're going to be discussing the top 5 prospects at the small forward position for the New York Knicks in the 2021 NBA Draft. And since New York holds picks 19, 21, 32, and 58 in this year's draft, and they could select a small forward by using one of those picks and staying put, or they could actually trade up and select someone like Corey Kispert. And before I get into the video, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and also hit that notification bell button not to miss out on more awesome New York Knicks and NBA content like this. So now with that all out of the way, let's get into the video. So small forward prospect number 1 for the New York Knicks in the 2021 NBA Draft would be Corey Kispert. So last season for Gonzaga, Corey Kispert averaged about 19 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and about 1 steal per game, on averaging about an elite 44% from three-point range, 53% from the field, and 87% from the free throw line. And at 6'7", Corey Kispert could play the shooting guard and small forward positions. And at 22 years old, Kispert is a very NBA ready prospect. But in order to select him, the Knicks will have to actually trade up in the draft, and the San Antonio Spurs at pick number 12 could definitely be a trade destination. And in mock drafts, Corey Kispert is projected to go anywhere from 10 to 15. And with that being said, let's hop into prospect number 2. So the second small forward prospect for the New York Knicks in this year's draft would be Sam Hauser. So last season for Virginia, Sam Hauser averaged about 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists per game, on shooting a very efficient 42% from three-point range, 50% from the field, and 90% from the free throw line. So those are nearly 50, 40, 90 shooting stats. And at 6'8", Sam Hauser could play the 2 to 4 positions. And at 23 years old, Sam Hauser is one of the older and more NBA ready prospects in this year's draft. But many mock drafts predict him to go either in the late second round or even potentially undrafted. And in my opinion, if he would be there at pick number 58, he would be an absolute steal for the Knicks. But in order to become a good NBA player, he definitely needs to improve on the defensive end of the court. But now with that all being said, let's hop into prospect number 3. So the third small forward prospect for the New York Knicks in this year's draft would be Isaiah Livers. So last season for Michigan, Isaiah Livers averaged about 13.6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block per game, on shooting about 43% from three-point range, 47% from the field, and 87% from the free throw line. And at 22 years old, Isaiah Livers is another NBA ready prospect, and he could definitely improve on the defensive end of the court. But with a coach like Tom Thibodeau, that's definitely going to happen. And at 6'7", Isaiah Livers could play the shooting guard or small forward positions. And Isaiah Livers is projected to go in the mid to late second round as well. And there is a chance that he could be available at pick number 58, but he'd definitely go drafted. And now with that all being said, let's hop into prospect number 4. So the fourth small forward prospect in this year's draft for the New York Knicks would be Trey Murphy III. So last season for Virginia, Trey Murphy III averaged about 11 points, 3 rebounds, and about 1 steal per game, on shooting a very efficient 43% from three-point range, 50% from the field, and 93% from the free throw line. And Trey Murphy III is projected to go anywhere from the 20s to the early 30s. And if he would be there at pick number 32, that would definitely be a very solid pickup for the Knicks, since Murphy is already a great three-point shooter and shooter in general, and since he is 6'9", he is also very athletic, versatile, and fast, and he has potential to become a very elite 3-and-D player in the NBA. And a comparison for the future would be a Robert Covington type of player. And Murphy could play either the 2 to 4 positions as well. So now with that all out of the way, let's hop into prospect number 5. So the fifth prospect at the small forward position for the New York Knicks in this year's draft would be Kessler Edwards. So last season for Pepperdine, Kessler Edwards averaged about 17 points, 7 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 block per game, on shooting 38% from three-point range, 49% from the field, and 88% from the free throw line. And at 6'8" and 21 years old, he is another NBA-ready prospect that could play either the 2 to 4 positions. And he is also a very solid defender as well. And with that all out of the way, let me know in the comment section down below which player do you like the most out of all these 5 small forward prospects. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. It's been KNYT here, and I'm out. Peace.